Hello, everyone, and welcome to Counselor Ear Feature Friday. I'm your host, Brian Urban. In these features, we hope to give you some simple tips, tidbits, and tricks to make your days easier and your patients happier. In this feature, we're going to focus on requesting and managing maintenance plan renewals. So we'll start here in the dashboard, talk through a couple important points, and then we're going to show the actual process, right? We'll talk about sending out an email, what it looks like from the client perspective, as well as once an approval has been approved, once the renewal has been approved, what that looks like back in Counselor. So we're starting here because this can be the place where you look to find any maintenance plans, HSP, private pay, that are either coming up for expiration or have already passed expiration, right? So it's a very powerful tool for locating the list of applicable clients and their maintenance plans, of course, right? From here, you can use this information to email clients directly, right? So you can either do this right from the dashboard widget. You can go into individual client profiles and send an email. Counselor also has the email marketing automation system where this process can be automated as well. So as the expiration is coming up, the email would go out automatically, right? Now it's important to note that the emails that you send out to clients are highly customizable. So we can assist you with creating customized templates to match whichever scenarios and whatever verbiage it is that you wish to include in those emails. So it's very important to note this can be customized to match your preference and the scenarios that you need to support. Okay. But let's kind of move ahead here. Let's say that we have sent out the renewal request email to a client, whether one by one. Let's say we went into Harry's profile and we sent out the email, whether it went through the dashboard widget or we used automation. Okay, but regardless, what's going to happen is the client, of course, will receive the email. So we can see here, this is the email that Harry received. Once again, all this text can be highly customized for you. Counselor does automatically insert information here, right? So for example, the date it's set to expire will automatically be inserted. You're not doing that manually. As well as the very important, the link here that they click to renew. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna say, Harry received this email. He then clicks the link to renew. Okay, so it brings open an initial screen that is there to really to verify that this is the patient that we're talking about, right? So he's gonna go ahead and put in his information. All right, and real quick challenge question, and then we continue. Okay, so he's verified that he is what he is who he is, sorry, and now we can see the information related to, in this case, the HSP maintenance program. Of course, this could be set up differently based on the scenario. But point being is, the client then sees this information. They can review it, of course. They can click the link to review, any details beyond this. The copay can be automatically included, right? So this is showing the necessary information that the client can very easily renew. Once they've finished renewing this information, they then can click to approve and then sign. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and submit this approval. From there, Counselor will then accept the approval and then give the client the opportunity to view and print their own approval document, right? So at this point, they can generate a PDF that has all those terms, has their signature and their date as well, a date of the signature as well. Okay. So let's jump now from the client perspective back to the clinic perspective. Okay, so we're going to take Harry here. That's the profile we are just looking at. We're then going to, I pause, let me jump back here to the dashboard. Right next to the maintenance plan expiration widget, we have positioned the approvals widget. And what we'll see here now is that Harry is on the list, right? Because Harry just approved. So he's still on here because he's coming up for expiration, but we can see now it's ready to be renewed. So you click right into his profile and you can go through your standard process of renewing this maintenance plan, right? But on top of that, of course, this is all documented. And so we can see within the document section that there has a form that's been created specifically around this scenario, right? So here we can see it's in the folder forms, maintenance plan renewals, and there is the document that was just created when Harry approved the terms. Okay, so if I click here, we can get a quick preview of it. If you, of course, ever needed to print this, you certainly could. This is all customized for you as well, right? This is your clinic info, not Counselor. But we can see those exact same terms, and we can see the approval, signature, and date as well. So you have that, both you and the client have the documentation of the agreed upon terms. And then, of course, as I mentioned, you can proceed with renewing this maintenance plan. All right, so from detecting that a client needs or is up for renewal, to sending out the request via email, to verifying the client information, then being able to review the terms, and then approving. That, of course, is all built in along with the documentation goes with that. All right. So if you have any questions about this process, please give us a live chat. Send us a ticket. Set up a time to meet with us. We're very happy to review this with you directly and make sure that all your questions are answered. And then in any email templates or other documentation is customized to your liking. So thank you so very much for joining us for today's Counselor Your Future Friday. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.